Yoong drove for Minardi Formula One team over 2 seasons. He joins me now from Malaysia. Alex, you've driven across many motorsport categories. What's your view on open cockpits?
Well, I've done my whole career in open cockpits. This accident that took out Justin, unfortunately, was a little bit of a freak accident. It's very rare to see these sort of head injuries. But it has happened before. You mentioned Felipe Massa 2 years ago, and of course Henry Surtees got killed by a tyre in 2009, tragically. The FIA are looking to do into something called a canopy cockpit, a little coverage like a jet fighter, but they still haven't concluded the test on that because there is a problem if you cover the cockpit is extracting the driver in case of an accident. So until they can do that properly, that is a bit of a concern.
And there's also some pushback over those canopies because purists would say that the idea with this open cockpit is to feel the air rushing through your helmet. Isn't that right?
I don't know any driver that says that. We've never worried about it. We've always, as drivers, the risks have always been acceptable. But when you lose someone like Justin Wilson, which is such a loss to the sport, I think most of the drivers already know that closed cockpits are on the way. And it's a bit like the HANS device. When the HANS device, the head and neck safety device first came out, all the drivers didn't really like it. But after we'd used it for about a year, and we'd seen the lives that it had saved, everyone nowadays would never race without a HANS device. And I think that'll be the same in the closed cockpit. Once we get the canopies and are able to extract it right, and it's actually a safety, it works, then I think the drivers and everyone else in the sport will embrace it.
We've seen deaths in both IndyCar and Formula One, both open cockpits, both high speed. Either one of them safer than the other, and why would that be?
It kind of, we should never take our eyes off the safety side, and I have to say the safety's come on so much since Ayrton Senna's death in 1994. But we can't ever take our eyes off it. We always have to keep pushing forward for it. Justin was also pushing for some changes in IndyCar. He was also speaking out about a few things. So maybe IndyCar as a sport will have to look at a couple of things because they have had a few big accidents this year, and I'm sure they already are looking to see how they can make the sport safer.
All right, Alex Yoong, former F1 driver, thanks very much for your insight.
Thank you.
Mexico's interim football manager says he won't be the saviour of the national team. Ricardo Ferretti takes over for just 4 matches